I swear some Jets fans remind me of two different groups. The moronic Republic of Cowboy Nation, and as much as I hate to say it on a Friday, bronzexuals.
Oh, jeez.
Let's go.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing?
Hold it. I'll take the false start for this one.
False start. Offense.
Now, instead of getting 15, let's get the rest of the field. Take two. We're live. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up? Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up. I got to thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh, yeah! That's what I'm looking for. And the buttons start already. Good morning. Welcome to the fabulous, fantastic football Friday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have you all with us. This portion is presented by BetUS.com. BetUS.com, where the game begins. You register, you use the code Snowman, you get a 125% deposit match on your initial deposit. BetUS.com, where the game begins. We got a fully loaded show for you this morning. The dog is in studio with me. Victor's with us from Chicago. Droid's with us from Kansas City. And I know he's not technically in Kansas City, but that's where I'm calling him from. Gentlemen, good morning. How are you?
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
And I feel about as bad as the Patriots looked last night. And that was a big old pile of stinking grade A monkey crap.
I was gonna say, what in God's name was that last night?
We lost
What actually happened?
to an injured, elderly Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say this, dog, because I usually take the beating as well. But y'all made Aaron Rodgers look like he was back in Green Bay.
And he's still a jerk.
Like he was back in Green Bay with the World Heavyweight title on his shoulder.
Might be
As I
a
said,
jack wagon.
As I said, that's the easiest 1-0 start to pick'ems I've ever gotten.
Shut up.
Man, I slept.
I watched the truck race last night, and I'm glad I did. I would have been able to take this beat down.
I watched 3 drives, and I was like, nope, I'm done.
Here's what happened to me last night. I sat in this office. I turned on the Astros game, and their magic number's down to 5, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing I knew was 3 o'clock.
Oh, geez.
Man.
I watched the first 4 innings of the Astros game. When my wife cannot wake me up to tell me to come to bed,
you were done.
And I have a good reason for that, because I went to check on her after the 4th inning, and she was zonked out.
Right.
When you sees my stat big with 2 heads, it's time to get on the water wagon.
Yep.
Okay. From what I gathered last night, 24 to 3 was the final score.
Oh, we got figures for you, man.
Oh yeah, I've got them.
I'll let y'all bring the stats, because I didn't watch a doggone down of this.
All right.
You want to go ahead, dog?
I got this one. I'll take the beat down. It is my
Yeah,
team.
I'm too tired to pull up any stats.
All right, the Jets total yardage 400. New England 139.
Total yardage
400 to $139. Passing yards 267 to 61. Rushing yards 133 to 78.
You had 2 quarterbacks.
Yep.
And
we couldn't do crap.
Neither one of them passed 100 passing yards.
Nope. And here is where it really set it up. Stacks allowed 7, time of possession just under 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
Third down efficiency 2 of 11.
How do you win like that? Like, I mean, obviously you can't, but that's you got to ask that. This is a question for Mayo. How do you win like this?
You don't,
Mr. Mayo. How do you
2 for 11? Did
on
I hear?
third.
Did I hear that right on
Yes,
third
you
down?
did.
2
Yes.
for
2 for 11. 2 for 11.
If
How the hell does
ooh,
That didn't sound good.
my ears?
what?
I'm sorry, gentlemen.
Yeah.
You know what? Snowman and I used to talk about games like this when they're this bad. The entire team is staying over. The entire team is staying.
The entire
And they're
team
running
is staying
stairs.
over an extra day, and they're running stairs at old Foxborough Stadium.
Yep.
You don't get the luxury of running up the stairs at Gillette Stadium.
And the other
Foxborough Stadium is long gone by now.
The Jets' third down efficiency 10 of 15.
Wow. You know, Mr.
How do you
Coffee
allow the Jets, the New York Jets, to get 10 third down conversions
out of 15?
Yeah.
I allowed them 15 attempts at third down.
I mean, they were rarely in situations where they were at third down.
Exactly.
Out of a 60-minute game, only 15 third downs?
Aaron Rodgers looked like the Green Bay Aaron Rodgers. 27 to 35, 281, 2 touchdowns. Breece Hall, 16 carries, 54 yards, 1 touch.
Which prompts this comment from me. Yes, Aaron Rodgers looked like the Aaron Rodgers of Green Bay days.
But I don't care.
He looked like that way in week 1.
He'll have games where he can make hay. That's the main thing of it. Every quarterback's gonna have games where they can make hay. This was his. Breece Hall did Breece Hall things. Out of 16 carries, he netted 54 yards, 3.4 yard average. Man, if Dallas could have had some of that, we wouldn't have the issue we had, but we got Zeke.
On the New England side, Jacoby Brissett, 12 of 18, 98 yards. Drake May's first appearance, 4 of 8, 22 yards.
That was the stat that jumped out at me. 2 quarterbacks, including your starter, and neither one of them could net over 100 yards of passing offense.
Total combined between the two, $110. No, sorry, 120.
Which means after my team beats the daylights out of the Rams this weekend, we get to see y'all.
And for some crazy reason, you're going to want me to drag my sick tail end into the booth to call this massacre.
Yes.
We're only going to hang 51 points on you.
Like I said, a massacre.
Only
I saw. You know what? Chris Simpson was on with us yesterday.
Yep.
And he said something that is so very true. When it comes to the Jets, what jumps out at you?
Nothing.
Case rested.
Yeah.
I saw it in week 1 when I did the Jets and the 49ers.
But that's the scary part, is that nothing jumps out at you. And then this happens.
You know what? I've had so many people tease me saying, well, a broken clock is wrong twice a day. Look.
It's right twice a day, but yeah.
It's right twice.
It's an old saying.
This is what I get for staying up or sleeping till 3 in the morning. But nothing jumps out at me with this team.
Right.
Nothing. I mean,
or should I say, nothing jumps out at you consistently? Because I mean, the thing is, this is an explosion of a game for the Jets. Now, is it going to happen again? We don't know.
Heavens no.
I'm going to say we don't know, because we could get another game like this.
Yeah, we could. We could. And that's the scary part. We could get another game like this. We could.
That would be a problem.
Major problem.
It could be a major problem.
Major problem. Jets are now 2-1. The Patriots are now 1-2, and this is the first of two. This is the first meeting between these two teams.
Yep. Second one is in December in New England.
With half a house.
Yeah.
With
I hate to say it, but we're not selling out come December.
I'm surprised y'all sold out against Seattle.
Home opener, that's why.
Yeah.
I can dig that. I
mean, not like we're gonna have any other sellouts this season. I mean, look who we got coming into Foxborough. Not really sellout worthy.
And that is.
Let me take a look at the schedule here again real quick. Well, the Dolphins come in. I don't see that being a sellout. I stand corrected. We have the Jets before Halloween.
Well, that season series is over.
Yep. The only other one that might be remotely close to a packed house, I would say, would probably be the end of the year against Buffalo.
I was thinking that. 24-3, the final on Thursday Night Football. Next Thursday night, it's even more of a snooze fest. Cowboys, Giants.
Why are we playing on Thursday?
Ew.
Why are we playing on Thursday?
It's an NFC East battle. That's why.
This must have been a punishment for losing so bad against the Saints.
It's an NFC East battle. That's why it's divisional.
We got regulated to Thursday nights.
And your next one coming up ain't that easy either.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, I'm not going to say anything about the Giants, because I thought we were going to take care of the Saints, and then look what happened. So I'm not going to say anything about how we should beat the Giants.
By the time next Friday gets here, y'all could be sitting at 1-3.
Could be.
I mean, y'all got Baltimore. You guys got Baltimore coming into your house.
Desperate Ravens ball.
That's a
y'all could be 1-3.
because our run defense is not there.
Victor, when we get to the picks, you're actually going to be surprised what the favorite is and by how little.
Okay.
You know, the Cowboys could be sitting at 1-3 by the time next Thursday night is over. Yikes.
Very much so.
Because
when we got Baltimore coming up,
the entire at the top of the second hour, I have someone very special that'll help us get ready for football weekend using something we all love talking about: food.
Okay.
I got someone very, very special coming up after the break. We'll take a deep dive into that Cowboys-Ravens game. Oh boy.
Y'all, yeah, and like I said, when the predictions hit, this one's actually a lot tighter than what people think.
Yeah, but
no.
Actually, we'll save the deep dive. We'll take a deep dive into the American League West. Bye-bye, Seattle.
You won't be missed.
You sure won't. And
nobody cares.
I do.
The Astros already won the AL West. There's no point in diving deep into it.
Well, we're diving deep into it anyway.
Because Snowman wants to make fun of the Seattle Mariners.
Yes.
Hey, let's not forget they've also come out with the new Hall of Fame candidates for the NFL this year.
That's where we'll go next. Because this is not only a football Friday, it's a potluck Friday. I haven't done one of those in a while. Back in a minute.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
This day just got more interesting. It is Sergei Bobrovsky's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, I did that on
Stanley Cup champion Sergei Bobrovsky to you.
Oh, that's to you, Shane.
Jeez.
I haven't fired any shots yet. Welcome back.
Liar.
What?
Yeah. A goalie, Sergei Bobrovsky, has more Stanley Cups than David Pastrnak. Ooh, did I say that?
He just got massacred because the Patriots got their. Let's just move on.
He has more cups. No, I can't use that one. Anyway, why is there a hat on your head or face?
I am not alive enough to deal with that BS today.
Yes, you are.
None of us are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. I'm not, but you are. Hall of
Moving
Fame
on.
candidates for this year.
Is it time to wave bye-bye to the Mariners? It's time to wave bye-bye to the Mariners?
Yes, it is. 5 games up, 5 games remaining.
Mm-hmm.
Magic number is 5 for the Astros. Why did I say 5 games remaining?
Wouldn't it be about 8 or 9 left?
How many games is remaining?
I think
9
games.
9 games. 9 times.
That's going to turn into a running gag around here.
It is.
You saw the resurgence of the Astros.
I will say it again. In 24 days, they wiped out a 10-game deficit.
Right.
Normally, a 10-game deficit demoralizes and finishes other teams.
Yes. 10 games. Usually we're just packing up for next year.
Except for the Astros and to a point, the Royals.
I mean, they look at it as a challenge, though.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the Astros, because the Astros still feel a little bit slighted from last year when they couldn't make it back to the World Series.
Come on, they still feel slighted from 2020.
Fair.
They feel slighted from 2020. Even though 2 years ago they won the doggone thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still pulling for Royals Astros in the ALCS.
That would be
I don't want to see the Yankees.
That'd be a fun match. That would be.
I don't want to see the Yankees. I don't want to see the Indians. I don't want to see nobody else in the American League Championship Series but a 7-game war between the Houston Astros and the Kansas City Royals.
And I guarantee you 2 of those games are going to end up being pitcher duels.
Oh, I know it.
2 of those games.
I want to see Altuve and Bobby Witt go homer for homer.
5 of those 7 games, because it will go all 7. 5 of those 7 will be pitchers duels.
Okay.
Which infielder will blink first? Jose Altuve or Bobby Witt Jr.?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
And to explain the reason why I want to play at the Cave for the wild card series, the Kauffman Stadium is considered one of the hardest stadiums to hit a homer in.
Mm-hmm.
So since our guys have hit BP in our own stadium, it'd be a lot easier for us to get some points on the board in our own stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to throw a monkey wrench into things for the wild card.
Okay.
Don't look now.
Don't you do it.
Don't look now. But in the wild card, Detroit is tied with Minnesota.
Who cares?
Detroit's one of those teams that are like roaches. They don't go away.
Listen,
no matter how much you do.
The Detroit Tigers are like the Detroit Lions. Always the bridesmaid, but never the bride.
And also, let's put it this way. Detroit and Minnesota are both 2 games behind KC with 9 to play.
I hope KC wipes them both out.
See, the thing is that KC
got
is
a
so
game against
dynamic.
San Fran. KC's got the San Fran set this weekend.
Right.
Oh, that'll be 3 easy wins.
It's like,
And right now, Baltimore faces Detroit.
Man, Baltimore is in trouble.
yeah, they are.
Baltimore is in trouble.
And that was my dark horse too.
Mine also.
And Minnesota is dealing with Boston this weekend.
Ooh,
Can we give me this button here?
Oh no, I know what you're about to say.
Can we just give both those teams a big fat?
No,
Man,
because they're not
what
running for
is
president.
up with the disrespect of my teams, man? I
No,
know
because they're
we
not
suck
running for
at
president.
saying
They're not running for
Exactly.
president, so no, they cannot both receive an L.
I know they can't. I know technically they can't.
Now, I know Houston's got 3 against the Angels. That's gonna be
three more against the Angels after the 3-1 win last night.
Yeah, Cleveland's got their set with St. Louis, and the Yankees are out in Oakland.
That's not fair.
Mm-mm.
That's not fair. Well, hell, the Astros are beating up the Angels. The Yankees get to beat up the Athletics.
Now, let's really put a little shine on things in the National League.
No.
You're going to enjoy this because the National League wild card is that far up in the air.
It does make it interesting.
I'll bite.
San Diego, Arizona, Mets, and Braves all separated by 2 games.
Say those.
San Diego's got a set against your White Sox. Arizona's got a set against Milwaukee in Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah, Arizona loses those.
The Mets have a set against the divisional leading Philadelphia Phillies, and the Braves have a set in Miami.
Braves are going to dog walk Miami. Did you see the loss Miami just took?
Yeah, I've seen worse.
20-4.
And
the Dodgers hung 20 on the Marlins. They are generationally bad.
The Dodgers.
Oh, by the way, speaking of that,
that's the Dodgers.
Speaking of that, congratulations, Shohei Ohtani, 50-50 club.
50-50, baby.
Mm-hmm.
He did both deeds last night in the win.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a generational talent in its own right there.
And he's with the Dodgers.
So someone, someone has actually joined the 20 losers club.
Oh my
God. the St. Louis Cardinals that one time when the Sox hung 20 on them.
2006.
Yep.
2006 when that happened.
So, quite frankly, the wild card matchups are actually looking that intriguing right now.
They all look like juicy matchups. Okay,
they do.
If the playoffs started today, what's the wild card series in the National League?
Let's take a look. I believe. Let me just. Ow.
I heard that.
I did too.
Yeah,
I heard that.
Again, bear with the old mutt. He ain't feeling good right now. The matchups would be Arizona on the road to Milwaukee in the National League, and the Mets on the road to San Diego.
Ooh.
With Philadelphia and LA would get the buys. It's Arizona visiting Milwaukee, and the Mets visiting San Diego in the National League.
I feel for the Mets.
I do too.
I feel for the Mets for two reasons. One, 2 years ago, those two teams met, and San Diego clowned them. Secondly, that was in New York. This one's in California.
Yep.
Ugh.
To be fair, if the Mets do go deep, which we remember the last time the Mets went deep, right? 2015?
Yep.
15. When they beat the Cubs, and I was so happy.
Yep.
Now, here's the interesting thing. When it comes to the American League, the 3-6 matchup would be Houston, Minnesota, because Minnesota holds the tiebreaker on Detroit right now.
Astros are going to clown the Twinkies if that were the case.
It doesn't matter who the Astros face in the wild card. Should there be a wild card series with the Astros? Because remember, there's still 9 games left.
Right.
They can still get that number 2 seed and get a week off.
They could, which means then Minnesota would be facing Cleveland.
Yawn.
Can we get both of those teams a big fat?
Again,
no.
And
Baltimore would be hosting Kansas City.
We have to go undefeated the rest of the season in order to even remotely play in KC.
Anybody remember the double by Delman Young from 2014?
I think I remember that.
Division series, Detroit and Baltimore. I want to say 2014. 8th inning, 6-4 Detroit. And then Delman Young took a slider and said, "Hold my beer." Cleared the bases with a double.
Yikes.
7-6 O's. They wind up winning the series. And unfortunately, they get clowned, or unfortunately for the O's, they get clowned by none other than the Kansas City Royals, who swept them. They beat them up in game 1, won an extra inning thriller in game 2, shut them out in game 3, and beat them 2-1 in game 4. With Moustakas making the final put out, rather.
That's insane.
The White Sox are now 36
and
117.
Do we need to even talk
Do you
about
need
the White
to
Sox?
remind me of that record?
Yes.
No.
The way you did after what Dietz did to me yesterday, yes.
See, I was gonna say,
and after the revenge factor now, no.
This
the
is
revenge factor is real.
This is get back.
The revenge factor is real.
You get back with Dietz, okay? I had nothing to do with that.
He really didn't. Neither one of us did. But we both knew the Sox were going to be terrible, though. So it's not like anything new.
It's nothing new, but still, for Droid to open his whole mouth and say that record out loud. Good gracious.
Here's the thing. We knew the Sox were going to be trash, especially when they basically came in and they lost 50 games. We knew the Sox were going to be trash. And like you said, they need to make changes. They're starting to make those changes. So let's leave that where it is.
Let's leave that sleeping dog where it is.
Exactly.
Oh, gosh.
Meanwhile, Jordan's like, I'm bringing this up every single time I can.
I told you Droid reminds me of my son. Every single bleeping time. And I caught myself that time.
Good.
But the get back for Dietz did not involve me.
No, it really didn't.
It involved Dietz. Dietz said what he said yesterday.
Dietz answered a question, and well,
that set Droid off.
Right.
Dietz answered the question with a mic drop.
Yeah.
To the Fanatics feedback zone we go for the first time this morning. Ryan McCarthy says, "Good morning, fellas. Good morning to you, Mr. McCarthy. He had no credentials required fame."
I know he's on an Irish jig.
I'm going to hear about it from
listen. McCoffey, I know McCoffey doesn't drink, but if he would, he'd have one this morning in celebration.
Yeah, and I know I'm going to hear about things today.
He'd have one in celebration. UFL Fan Dan is with us. Says, "Good morning, Snowman. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us this morning, and thanks to everyone that joined us this morning, whether you're listening via radio or watching via YouTube or via Zebo TV. We thank you all for joining us this morning." Let's pause. When we come back, we will not repeat what Dietz said yesterday for fear of an angry rant from Droid. What we will do is get back into football and take a look at the Hall of Fame nominees. And there's one on the senior ballot that has my attention.
I think I know who it is.
You better know who it is. Snowman in
boy.
the morning, back in the deuce.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to this Friday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. This portion presented by SeatGeek. Hey, football is here, and you know you want to go see some games. Go to SeatGeek.com, use the code Snowman Multimedia, and save $20 off of your first purchase. Next month, we're going home. Snowman in the Morning comes to Chicago live October 22nd and 23rd, beginning at 7 a.m. and going till 9 Central Time. And if you want to get the absolute latest and the best, subscribe to youtube.com/SIT Morning beginning October 1st. That is where we will be airing the show on YouTube, and the clips will be there as well. With the dog and the droid and Vicala, Snowman here with you. And let's talk some Hall of Fame candidates, shall we? Since it's a Football Friday.
I've got the full 167 player modern day list in front of me.
Good grief.
Remember, this all gets whittled down to about 20, and then they pick from that.
Just go through the notables.
All right, starting at quarterback, Randall Cunningham, Jake Delhomme, Rich Gannon, Jeff Garcia, Donovan F. McNabb, Eli Manning, Air McNair, and Tony Romo are some of the big lists on the quarterback side.
How did McNabb?
Whoa. Stop. Halt. Desist. Hold the phone. Penalty flag on the field. Tony who?
You heard what he said.
Romo.
You heard what he said. I'm surprised that McNabb hadn't got in yet.
No, there's only one quarterback on that list that needs to get in. Steve McNair.
Air McNair.
No love for Randall Cunningham?
Nope. Although I will admit I do have some love for Randall Cunningham, but okay, if
Delhomme had got a championship ring, I would love for him to get in because I really was a big Delhomme fan.
Yeah, then he ran into Tom. Then unfortunately, he ran into Tom Brady on February 1st, 2004.
Yeah, I know.
They also got Doug Flutie for the quarterbacks.
Oh, Doug
Why
Flutie.
isn't Flutie? Well, Flutie's
Already
in the CFL Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
just
not
thought
in the
he's in the
NFL.
College Football Hall of Fame and he's in the CFL Hall of Fame.
All right. Notable running backs include Tiki Barber.
Who?
Corey.
Wow. Tiki Barber?
Tiki Barber.
Again,
Corey Dillon.
Corey Dillon. Mm-hmm.
Warwick Dunn.
Warwick Getter Dunn. Yeah, I remember him.
Eddie George.
He gets in. He
Eddie
gets
George,
in.
Yeah.
Eric Marshawn Lynch is on this list.
Gizmo, how is he not in yet? I guess he must have just got elevated recently.
Ricky Williams.
Ricky Williams
is on this list, and also Fred Taylor is on the running back list.
Fred Taylor, Eddie George,
Marshawn Lynch.
I'm iffy on Marshawn Lynch. I am iffy. I don't know why I'm iffy on Marshawn Lynch, but I am at the present time.
I am
Keep
not.
going.
All right, on the wide receivers, notable names: Anquan Bolden, Antonio Freeman, Torrey Holt.
Holt. Stop. You can stop your list right there.
Torrey Holt.
Stop. Torrey Holt.
Reggie Wayne is also on this list.
Oh, him too. If I didn't mention Reggie Wayne, there's a certain lady that I'm happily married to that would like bite my head off.
For the sake of a few other names, Ocho Cinco is on this list.
No.
Yeah.
Herman Moore, Jordy
Who's
Nelson.
he? I know who Herman Moore is.
Jordy Nelson, Hines Ward, and Steve Smith Sr. along with Wes Welker.
Oh wow.
Steve Smith Sr. Yes.
Absolutely.
Steve Smith Sr. Yes.
All right.
For a very specific reason. 1,000 catches. And the same with Bolden.
All right.
Bolden
Dealing
also has
with
1,000 catches.
Dealing with the tight ends, they've only got 6, so that's a short list for everybody.
Okay.
Ben Coates.
Ben Winter Coates.
Vernon Davis.
Yes. He gets a nod.
Antonio Gates. Jeremy Shockey.
Jeremy Shockey. Oh.
Jeremy Shockey.
Yes.
Wesley Walls and Delane Walker.
You know what? Wesley Walls should get in just for being a part of that 49er team in the 80s. Because remember, he was part of that 49. He was a big part of that 49er team as a backup tight end. Just for shiggles, he should get in. Will it happen? Probably
one of the
not.
most relevant players in the New York Giants. He was one of the top tier players in the New York Giants.
Jeremy Shockey.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Some of the offensive linemen that are on the list: Willie Anderson, Jahari Davis, Reuben Brown, Ryan Caldwell,
Reuben Brown.
Tom Nalen, Josh Sitton, Chris Snead, just some of the names on the offensive list.
Tom Nalen, Denver Broncos fame.
Tom
Nalen. He was a center of the Denver Broncos.
Yep. And some of them on the defensive end include Jared Allen, Justin Tuck, Vince Wilfork.
Ted Wilfork, yes.
Ted Washington.
Him. Back up. I hated him, but Vince Wilfork gets a nod from me. I hated the forklift, but the forklift was a hell of a player.
Yeah.
I love Vince Wilfork because Vince Wilfork changed so many playoff games for the Patriots with like 1 or 2 plays. Vince Wilfork to the Patriots was like Lawrence Taylor to the Giants.
Right.
Yep. Dealing with the linebacker side, Brandon Adebayo, Teddy Bruschi, London Fletcher, James Harrison, Bill Romanowski, Takeo Spikes, Terrell Suggs, Mike Vrabel. That's James Harrison. D-backs include Antonio Cromartie, Rodney Harrison, Talib, Darren Woodson, Charles Tillman.
Peanut. We met him.
The Peanut Punch.
We met him.
Yes, we did.
We met Peanut.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing with the punters and kickers, there are 4 names I'm looking at on this. Well, 5 names I'm looking at on this list.
Steven
David
Gostkowski.
Akers.
David Akers. Yep.
Jason Elam.
Of course.
Mike Vanderjack.
I remember him.
Adam Vinatieri.
Of course.
I gotta be selfish about that one.
I'm being selfish about that one.
And
because remember, not only did he win a Super Bowl for the Patriots, he also won one with the Colts.
Yep.
So, like I said, there's a very pretty lady that's a Colts fan that would get mad at me that I didn't get my Vanderjack.
I would probably
Dr. K
get
is glaring at you like you better.
And I would probably get glared at if I didn't bring up the most athletic punter we have ever seen in the NFL,
Pat McAfee,
ESPN's own
Pat McAfee.
The man that will knock you cold,
Mr. McAfee,
the man that would bomb it 70 yards. The man that would bomb it 70 yards and then knock your head into the third row.
The man that promotes hockey more than the NHL itself.
Yep.
Question. He does
What's his alma mater? Pat McAfee.
That I don't remember.
If Pat McAfee gets into the HOF, I want everyone to start doing the Jey Uso dance.
Yeah.
If Pat McAfee gets in the Hall of Fame, we're going to go see it live.
That would be so cool.
And to answer the trivia question, Pat McAfee's
it was West Village, right?
West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Is West Virginia.
I still remember the time he turned heel on Georgia.
Oh my gosh.
that is a priceless moment.
Yeah, it is.
Leads the entire crowd in the Georgia song, then goes, "I'm taking Alabama to break all their hearts." And then look what happened.
And Alabama broke all our hearts.
Yep.
That's a look at our Hall of Fame list. That's the modern player, but there's one on the senior committee that I'm going to take a look at. I've done too many deep dives for y'all not to know who I'm talking about.
Oh, we know who it is now.
Yep.
This is an open letter to the Hall of Fame committee.
What in the all types of blue hell
is taking you so long to elect Roger Craig into the Hall of Fame? I don't want to hear any more excuses about he didn't have the numbers. I don't want to hear any more excuses of he didn't perform in big games. I don't want to hear any more of that. 3-time Super Bowl champion, the first player to score 3 touchdowns in a Super Bowl game, and the first player, if for nothing else, to have a 1,000 season. 1,000 yards rushing, 1,000 yards receiving. The year was 1985. Look it up. This needs the drought needs to end for Roger Craig, and it needs to end now. Y'all are holding him out for some crazy reason, and frankly, it is not right, and also, frankly, it is not fair. For that kind of achievement, 1,000 season to be celebrated, won by Marshall Faulk with a Hall of Fame induction, and then to celebrate Christian McCaffrey doing the same thing, why won't you guys celebrate the guy who originated the doggone stat? The year was 1985. Oddly enough, that achievement came against the, Dallas Cowboys.
That's fine. It's Roger Craig. I can allow that. I mean, I can allow legendary status. I can't deny that. It's Roger Craig. It's legendary status.
This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation.
Now, that wasn't necessary.
Yes. Yes, it was.
That was not necessary.
Just for pure unadulterated laughter. But back to business. This needs to happen. And it needed to happen a long time ago.
It did.
You know what people will point at? Besides the lack of numbers and everything else, they'll point to one play.
That one fumble.
January 13th, 1991. NFC Championship game. when Lawrence Taylor swiped the ball from him. That's one player making a great play on another great player.
Right.
Shut up. You want to know the horrible irony of this?
What's that?
Lawrence Taylor has 2 Super Bowls. Roger Craig has 3.
Right.
Now, how do you like them apples? Roger Craig needs to be in the Hall of Fame immediately. And I'm boycotting the Hall of Fame until it happens. I may be old and gray and 6 feet in the ground by the time it happens, but doggone it, this election needs to happen immediately. That's Snowman's take. What's yours?
We asked a question a while back, since there were a lot of people who bristled at this whole thing, about what stats do you consider to be Hall of Fame worthy? Because at the end of the day, the Hall of Fame is about stats. Let's be real. The Hall of Fame is about stats. Very rarely do you see people say, "Oh, well, what about the moments of the game?" Because at that time, like, the moments have already gone and passed you by. You got a guy who's has 1,000 season, the first to originate it.
That stat alone should have gotten him Hall of Fame election.
If that does not make you Hall of Fame worthy, I don't know what does.
Right.
If you can celebrate it with Marshall Faulk repeating the deed. If you can elect Marshall Faulk, who's dynamic, okay? I love Marshall Faulk. But damn it, it's not fair for Marshall Faulk to get a Hall of Fame election for having 1,000 season and not have the guy who originated the stat in the first place.
Right.
It's not right. Take a break. We come back. A little more potluck stuff, and then I got a surprise at the top of hour 2. Snowman in the morning, back in the deuce.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
I just saw something a moment ago.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
According to sources, Joel Embiid and the Sixers reach an extension on a 3-year, ready?
Go ahead.
$192 million deal.
Joel Embiid, you know what you are.
Honey, kids, grandkids, please forgive me.
Oh no.
Please forgive my next sentence. Matter of
no.
fact, where's my soundboard?
Yeah, you gotta find a soundboard.
I gotta play the sound now.
Okay.
Let me read that again. On a football Friday, this came across just a few moments ago. Sources cite that Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers have agreed to a 3-year, $192 million extension. Where's that doggone thing? Now.
Uh-oh.
Joel Embiid, you a bitch.
There we go.
Why did the Sixers waste $192 million on your punk ass?
No idea. At least he paid up front.
Yep.
This should have been the end of his contract.
Mario 3.
Gotta love it.
Yes.
1989.
Yes,
Super Mario 3.
Lord.
Why? Philadelphia, you need a new centerpiece. And Joel Embiid ain't it. You know what they should have told him?
So goodbye to you and farewell to thee.
Yeah, but we all know for some reason Philadelphia likes doing stupid crap.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's a cue.
So basically what Jordan is saying that this
contract deal,
this whole contract extension is nothing but a big steaming pile of
Trays.
pretty much.
Yep.
I have a few more words I could use, but I won't.
It's called "Don't Waste Your Breath on Trash."
It's called "We Gotta Keep This Radio Friendly."
Yeah. I feel sorry for the 76ers. But then again, they're cow-tied to Joel Embiid, just as the Lakers are cow-tied to LeBron James. So I don't feel sorry for either of them.
If Embiid never went to the 76ers, he could have had a successful career. Change my mind.
Say again?
If Joel Embiid never went to the Philadelphia 76ers, he could have had a successful career.
I'll change your mind. If Joel Embiid would have played all 4 years at Kansas, he'd had a successful career anywhere. Change my mind.
I could see that.
I can too.
Change my mind, doggone it.
Because he would have been
the last great player to play all 4 years in college and have a great career was Larry Johnson. Oh, and by the way, to a certain group, I still feel the way that I feel when I say this following sentence. The legacy of the Cleveland Cavaliers is Craig Elo.
Yeah. Craig Elo, Larry
And to borrow from the late, great Jim Durham, Victor, you know this phrase very well.
Mm-hmm.
And it always happens to Craig Elo.
Yep.
Jim Durham said that during a game in 91, the 90-91 season when the Bulls played the Cavaliers.
I remember that one.
I'm going to find that clip during the next break. A pause When we come back, I have a surprise. And it has to deal with, you guessed it, food.
All right.
Tomorrow, yours truly has the call with the Northwestern Wildcats and the Washington Huskies. We'll start our broadcast at 7:15 Eastern Time for a 7:30 kickoff from Husky Stadium in Seattle. That's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Washington Huskies in a good old-fashioned dog and cat fight from Seattle. Hour 2 is next.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life-holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
9:03, 3 after the hour here on this fabulous, fantastic football Friday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. And I was laughing during the break.
Oh boy. What
Do
happened?
any of you remember a video game called Samurai Showdown?
Oh yes.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
You know how some of the names are pronounced in that game?
Yeah.
There's one that had me rolling just a moment ago. I can't explain why. I can't explain what brought it on. But whenever I played that game and I heard the name One Fool, I'd lose
Oh
it.
yeah. That's the guy with the claws in the hat, right?
Yep. One Fool. I don't know why. I just don't know why.
When I used to have the Neo Geo emulator on my computer, that was one of the games I would play, is Samurai Showdown.
You drove me nuts with that emulator.
I'll explain why I got that emulator later, but go ahead.
And I got a story to tell about that emulator later as well. Okay, folks, it's Friday. It's a football Friday, which means it's football this weekend. And not only is there football and family, there's also
food.
Duh. And we are going to introduce something new because every Friday, we're going to present a recipe to you from a good friend of mine we like to call the relationship chef. Relationship chef. I can't talk. I'm full of caffeine. Please help me welcome Krista Ellenson. And she's here with us.
Hey, Brian.
This morning.
How you doing?
Good morning, my dear. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Doing good. Glad to have you with us this morning. We
Thanks
talked
for having
about
me.
this idea for a while, but then the Olympics happened, and you had to take off for said Olympics. She's back, and the first recipe she sent to me, and I'm drooling as I'm reading this, hot donair dip. The floor is yours, my dear.
Well, yes, I was at the Olympics because my daughter was competing, and I'm that proud mom who tells anybody who's willing to listen about my daughter.
Congratulations.
Thank you. She did great. I'm so proud of her. It was an amazing. You guys are sports guys, so you know, right?
And how
the live
And
events
how.
are pretty cool. When it's something like that and it's your daughter, it's even more cool. It was wonderful. And yeah, so I'm back, and I swear I have been playing catch up for a month. Like I was away at a business retreat last week, and it's been a gong show. Do you guys have that expression in the States, gong show?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I know
Oh,
it's
yeah.
associated with hockey, but I didn't know if it was specific to hockey.
True.
Yeah, it's been a
We
gong
know.
show. So yeah, I'm back. I'm cooking up a storm, and the recipe I shared with you is very much a local favorite. I'm on the east coast of Canada, and we have these things called donairs. And from what I understand, they have something similar in other parts of the world, but here it's completely different. And what it is this spiced meat that's served on a pita, spiced beef. And then you top it with onions and tomatoes and this donair sauce, which is kind of a sweet and garlicky sauce. And so somebody had the brilliant foresight to make it into a dip, and it is so good. Like, it's addictive. You try it and you'll be like, oh no, I have to have this every day.
I'm gonna make this.
Yep, you got to make it, Brian.
I'm thinking about it too.
I'm going to listen. She sent me the recipe, and I took a glance at it before we came on the air, and I couldn't stop looking.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm texting my wife going, honey, I got a new one we can try now.
Yeah, it's really good. And you can dip it. You can use tortilla chips. You can use like those little mini, mini pitas, but the mini, non breads. If you guys have those, do you guys have those in the States? My friend from Raleigh is here keeping me company, and she's from here in Canada, but she lives in Raleigh now. And so, yeah, you can use whatever, sort of a neutral thing to dip it with, but you want something that you can scoop a big mouthful because it's so good.
It sounds as addictive as it looks.
And we have chips that has the scoop too.
Yeah.
Yep, those Dorito scoops ones.
My wife finds them. I don't know how, but she finds them. When she puts dips together, she says, I have something for you to try. And she breaks out this bag that's full of tortilla chips that are scoops.
Yep.
Now tell us how to make this.
Well, it's really not that complicated. You have ground beef, and you mix it with the spices in the recipe. Do you want me to tell you specifically? I can pull the recipe up and read it if I do. But so cancel. Okay, so you have ground beef, and you mix it up with like paprika and garlic, and sorry, I'm finding the recipe. Okay, oregano, cayenne pepper, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and salt. And you mix it up. You really make sure you've kneaded it well so that it's fully combined. Then you put it in a frying pan and saute it, but you got to keep breaking it up as you saute it, because you can imagine you're scooping this dip. You don't want to have, something the size of a lemon,
right?
Right? So you want to keep breaking it up. What I've actually done sometimes is after I saute it, I'll put it in a strainer to strain out any extra grease that is not needed.
Mm-hmm.
And then with my hands, I kind of scrunch it up and make sure it's broken up. So it's not the end of the world. If it doesn't get broken up, you can do it after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then in whatever dish you're going to use, and I like to use like a little round sort of casserole dish. And you want to mix cream cheese and mozzarella in that dish. Add the ground beef and mix it up really well. Mm. And then you stir in the donair sauce, which is the pièce de resistance. Mm-hmm. My friend Melody's laughing because she knows how great it is, right?
She's laughing and we're drooling.
Right?
Okay.
She may be drooling while
we're making a mess right now.
We're making a complete mess, and we're loving every moment of this.
As soon as we are off the air, I am getting food in my system.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, so am I. Why don't we getting this? Right? we can make this for tonight, Mel. Right?
See, even her friend visiting folks is drooling over this, just like we are, okay?
Because donairs are specific to our area, and she doesn't get them in Raleigh. So when she comes back here, she's like, "Oh, gotta have donair." So I'll make you a donair. We're having a garage warming party tomorrow, so the donair may be perfect for that, right?
There you go.
So you have say hi.
Hi there.
Hi there. This is Melody. She's wonderful. If you need any nursing tips, she is the woman. She's a nurse at Duke Hospital in Raleigh.
I'm familiar with Duke Hospital. That's where I began to kick cancer in the rear end.
Oh, there you go. I knew you lived in Raleigh for a bit.
Yep, we lived in the Raleigh-Durham area for a while.
Yeah,
we lived outside the Raleigh-Durham area for about 2 years.
Well, one of my favorite people in the world lives there. So once you've got your ground beef mixture mixed in with your cream cheese and mozzarella cheese mixture, then you add the donair sauce. And the donair sauce, there's a bit of a trick to it, but it's not complicated because the idea is to make it thicken, and it thickens by a reaction between vinegar and milk. And it sounds weird, but trust me, it's so good. It's good on pizza. It's good on garlic fingers. It's good on everything. Little Caesars has those breadstick things, and they give you tomato sauce to dip it in.
Yes.
Dip it in this, and you will never look at tomato sauce the same again, because this is like pure heaven on a breadstick. So
now it's not fair. Now I'm going to beg my wife to make this. I'm going to beg my wife to make this.
You will. There will be no going back. And you know what? I'd like to think that all across America, we're really creating an addiction here.
Yes.
You're creating an addiction with the donair sauce. Oh my gosh.
Right?
Oh my heavens.
The donair sauce is simple. It has 4 ingredients: evaporated milk, sugar, vinegar, and garlic powder. So you mix up the evaporated milk and the sugar and the garlic powder, right, to sort of dissolve the sugar and make it into a nice fluid consistency. Mm-hmm. And then you add the vinegar all at once and stir it literally 1, 2, 3 times and let it sit.
Oh, wow.
The more you stir it, the runnier it is. And it still tastes fine when it's runny, but it's not as good when it's runny.
Oh, boy.
You know, do you remember the Frank's Red Hot sauce when the old lady goes, I put that
on everything.
Yep.
They still use that in the commercial today.
Right? That's what this is going to be. Donair sauce. You're going to say, I put that on anything.
On any and every. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it's so good on pizza. I just had pizza with it on it the other day. They gave me this little tiny container, and I'm like,
I'm doing it. I'm using it.
Oh, wait till you try it. It's kind of an interesting. I don't know why it is so native to our area and hasn't made it out in the world, but wait till you try it. It's
going to make it out in the world now, because what we're going to do, I'm going to post you talking about this recipe, and then I'm going to post the recipe itself on the website, snowmanmultimediasports.com. The link goes live today. The Relationship Chef, Krista Mellinson, with the recipes every single Friday. You can find them on our website beginning today. Krista, my dear, thank you very much for joining us, and looking forward to more of your recipes.
Great talking to you, and I'll see you next Friday with something really awesome again.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. See you next Friday.
Right. Take care.
Now I'm drooling.
After all that, I have 2 words. I'm hungry.
I have 2 more. Let's eat.
like I said, as soon as we get off air, I'm grabbing food.
As soon as we get off air, I'm grabbing some groceries because I'm gonna try to make that sauce.
Yeah.
This weekend.
It sounds like something you made for football.
Yeah, it does.
That's why I brought her aboard.
There you go.
That's why I brought her aboard. Pause for a break, and when we come back from wiping the drool off of
our faces,
our faces,
we've got predictions to go through.
I'm sorry, what?
We've got predictions for the weekend.
I'm sorry, I was too busy drooling.
Back in a deuce.
Oh, wait.
Totally
yeah.
Totally
back in a deuce.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Yep.
Shane,
what?
I hate your sick, demented punk ass for what you said during the break.
Yeah, I know.
We'll get to our picks in a moment as soon as I recover from that.
Mm-hmm.
And that drool-worthy recipe. Oh
yeah,
I know, right?
I mean, Little Caesars ain't gonna have nothing on us when we make this.
No kidding.
And I'm trying to learn how to make recipes so I can finally kick DoorDash to the curb. I know that's never happened other places that I want to come, but man,
I want to eat healthier so bad, and I'm
healthier,
glad I brought her
home.
Yes, I'm glad I brought her aboard to help. Here's what Shane said during the break, folks. Where is it? Shane said,
I'm
congested as blank, and I could smell how that's going to be.
Yeah, I agree with him. I
read that and I laughed the entire 2 minutes.
I 100% agree with him. I'm not congested, but I can smell how that's going to be.
I can smell how that's going to be. I read the doggone thing.
Absolutely delicious. In the words of Gordon Ramsay. Absolutely bloody delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Droid, you drooling too?
You ain't even alive after that.
Right?
I was going to say, did it knock him on his butt?
Droid, wake up!
Hey, yo, Droid, where'd you go? And he probably stepped out.
Yeah, probably. Right. Meanwhile, we've got picks to get to.
Yes,
we'll get to the picks in a little bit. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
First yesterday and now today, I'm going to have a laugh headache out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to go to wound care in an hour.
Yep.
Fun.
You punk. Why'd you have to say that?
I'm just saying.
I hate your punk ass for saying that.
He was.
I am sick as a dog, and I can smell how that's going to be.
Listen, I get it, okay?
He was speaking facts.
Yes, he was.
Exactly.
Yes, he was.
Find the lie. Find the lie.
Well, there you go.
There's no lie to be found.
There you go.
That's going to be another one for a t-shirt.
So
already ahead of you.
Since we were talking about this, I was questioning on whether or not I should get ribeye steaks from Jewel anymore because it seemed like the cuts are always smaller than normal.
Like the Cubs, right?
Yes. But now that I was looking at some recipes for Philly cheesesteaks at home.
You're gonna get them, aren't you?
I might get them. I might.
This is the first of a new recipe book that I'm putting together for me and Jody.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Oh boy. And I already know the rule. If I convince Jody to make this, I got to stay out of the kitchen.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, you do.
Or she'll chase me out.
As long as it's not with a cleaver.
No. No, she's chased me out by grabbing my ass. Mister? Yes. Spin around, grab. Ah! Okay, I'm going. Out. Exactly.
And stay out.
Until she comes back to get me. Okay, you can come taste test now. I'm right back in the kitchen.
She gonna treat you how you want the NBA to treat LeBron James. Get out and stay out.
She'll do that to a point.
Right, because like she just wants you out the kitchen from when she's actually
she's cooking. Yes.
And then after it's done, all right, come on in.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in, enjoy.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that meal sounds amazing. Yeah. I'm gonna look around for that sauce.
I know, right?
I will send you I'll send y'all the recipe.
All right. And I think Droid has returned.
Where'd you go, man?
I got food.
You smart ass.
We talked about food. He said, I'm gonna go get food.
It was like 5 minutes into that segment. I was like, yeah, I need to go get some food. I need to eat.
My stomach is growling. I missed breakfast due to being under the weather. My stomach is growling at me. That's why I said when this show is over, I'm getting food.
I was not gonna wait until the show was over, Mr. Shane Lane. I needed food now.
He snuck away and said, I'm getting food.
He tiptoed out like Jerry does out of the mouse hole, and Tom ain't looking, and said, I'm going to get food, and I'm going to get food right now.
Yep. He sure did. That's amazing.
And you wonder why I love having Droid on the show with us.
That's amazing.
As a permanent member of the crew.
You need to get me in that intro, man.
Yeah, you.
I'm working. I'll have one for you on Monday.
Like I sent you that Kyler Murray clip for a reason.
I may need you to send it again because I had to clean out my email.
Oh, okay.
I may need you to send it again. Oh, that's gonna take some editing, but I'll use it. I'll find a way to use it. Oh goodness. He said 5 minutes into that recipe, he said, I'm getting some food and peeled out on us.
Now. I'm getting food now. I'm gonna mute this mic. I'm gonna go get food.
Hey, I even made myself a cup of coffee. Like,
he did the whole Sonic foot thing. He just tore out of here.
Right?
Yep. He peeled out on us and got food. Hey, what do you put in your coffee?
some s'mores syrup, chocolate milk.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
And vanilla cold foam.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
And vanilla cold foam.
The s'mores syrup did it.
Yes, it did. See, and I have
The
I have a
s'mores
place.
syrup did it.
So for me, like when I drink coffee, I'm trying to kick away from it for a bit. But what I put
Look,
in it,
I'm trying desperately to kick away from it, but
Right.
doggone it, they keep coming out with new cream flavors.
And mine is Cinnabon.
Yep.
Mine is Cinnabon flavored.
Oh my gosh, Victor, I had to sock you in the ear because I tried it, folks. Now, and let me tell you how I got hooked on coffee in the first place. I was on my way. I lived in Chicago at the time, and I didn't have any wheels, and I was on my way downtown to do a game at Whitney Young High School. There was a Dunkin' Donuts inside 95th Dan Ryan Station.
Ooh.
No,
And I rolled in there with every intention on getting a donut because I know how I am on double headers.
Right. You did an extra pick me up on a doubleheader.
They said, "Do you want to try an iced coffee?" I said, "Hell no, I hate coffee." I turned to walk away, and then I heard we got chocolate in it.
Toing.
I said, "What did you say?" I'm trying to find the correct button here.
What did you say?
I said, "What?" I said, "What?" They could put chocolate in it. Aw, bleep. Give me 40 ounces of iced mocha.
That was your mistake right there.
Huge mistake.
40 ounces.
40. Not 10, not 20. 40.
I can barely handle 24 ounces of coffee, let alone 40.
I should have said
No.
and I should have repeated,
No.
but I was drooling when he said they could put chocolate
in it.
I was a dead duck.
Yep.
Yeah, when I
would love to have said,
We stayed in the fight. We won the fight.
but I
Right.
lost.
When I've had coffee pretty much ever since I was a kid. Like when I was about 5 years old, my dad would have this.
Man,
It was like
you
this
used to
really big
guzzle that
mug.
You used to
It was
guzzle that stuff when we worked together.
Dude, it was a big mug. It looked like a bowl. And that's what he would and it was from the Today Show because he worked near the NBC. Yeah, he worked near the NBC building.
Yep.
So they would give him stuff. Like we had a bat towel with the whole schedule for NBC TV. But in some point through high school, I stopped drinking coffee. I just like, okay, I'm not gonna drink this because we don't
Right.
have coffee anyway.
Right.
There's a young lady that you know very well, Snowman, that got me hooked back into coffee on a cold January morning.
Oh no.
And you know her name.
Again. Oh no.
Latoya Latrice Robinson.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Because I'm like, I'm tired and I'm cold. And the first thing he says, let's go to Dunkin' Donuts and get a coffee. I haven't had coffee in years.
And you're like, bleep, are you sick?
Right. Like, no. But she pulled me in, and
she pulled you in.
Because it was January, they had a couples coffee discount.
You're
so
dead.
Guess what happened? Yeah,
you're dead.
Mine was French vanilla, not chocolate. Mine was French vanilla.
DED, dead.
Yep.
Rip.
When Jody and I were coming up here on a visit from North Carolina, I was zonked out. Out.
Done.
It was like 6 a.m. when we got out of Virginia. And she woke me up and she says, "You have to drive the rest of the way." Baby, I can't drive the rest of the way. I'll fix that. Oh no. Pulled into a rest stop, marched right into Starbucks, walk up to the counter, points at me, points at the counter, and says, "Whatever you can give him so he can drive and I can sleep, give it to him."
Right.
Oh, hell. All right.
You asked for it.
And the barista looked at me with an evil smile and went, "Sir," I'm like, "You heard what my wife said."
You asked for it.
Boy, I drove from Virginia to Indiana and only stopped twice. And both of those times I had to empty out my bladder.
Right.
Because y'all know what coffee does to me.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
And I got half of it in front of me, and thank God it's half.
I understand.
Because if I had drunk this whole doggone thing, I wouldn't be here for 30 minutes. Good grief. All right. Now to our final break. And now to our picks. Snowman in the morning, bag and a deuce.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
We've had
I
so
know,
many
right?
mic drop moments this week.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of clippable stuff.
Yes, there is.
Yep. And I'm going to clip them all.
Nice.
I just can't clip this one in the back chat that you said.
Oh, I know.
Oh, can't
All right.
use that one. We're a part of the Shady Sports Network as well. Thank you, Sam Shady, for allowing us to be a part of your network. And thank you to the folks listening for allowing us to be a part of your homes 5 days a week at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central Time. All right. And now the treat you've all been waiting for. Everybody on the crew gets to make money against me.
I hate to say it, Snowman, but it's more like against me, considering the records after last night.
Okay? So let's recap. What's our records?
Right now, Vic is sitting at 500, 8-8. You and our guest picker is sitting at 7-9. I'm sitting at 6-10.
Oh, I'm at 500. That's better than I thought I was going to be.
Better than your Cowboy.
Well, yeah, obviously. Well, I mean, they're at 500 right now.
Took the words straight out of Brian's mouth.
They're at 500 right now, so they're 1-1. So
that will change after this weekend. All right, Shane's got the games. He's got the spreads, and we've got our picks. And I promise I will put this in graphic form and intro form. All right, Shane O'Mac, you got the list. Let's get started.
First game on the docket, Chicago takes the much dreaded road trip down to Lucas Oil to face off against your Indianapolis Colts, who are 1-point favorites with the spread sitting at 44.5 over under.
It's a rematch of the 2006 Super Bowl.
And I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts to cover and win handily.
Vic?
Yeah, I'm going the same way. AR looks very, very nice. And, well, we have yet to see anything of note from Caleb Williams. So I'm going with the Colts, and I'm going to cover.
Droid?
Two names, JT and AR5. Give me the Colts.
Oh, let's make it a clean sweep. I got the Colts stomping a mud hole in Caleb.
All right. Next one.
The New York Football Giants take a trip down to Steamer Town because they got to face off against the Cleveland Browns. Funny thing is, Cleveland's favored by 7 with the over-under set at 38.5.
I'm going under.
I'm going under too.
Both those teams are garbage.
Both those teams suck. Okay? I mean, you got Danny Derps on one side and Deshaun, whoever the hell he is, on the other side.
Yeah.
Shut up.
The contract killer.
The contract, exactly.
Exactly.
I think if an albatross contract to a quarterback that's absolutely sucked since he's been there.
Mm-hmm.
With that in mind, I'll take the Giants to cover. And as much as I'm going to have bile in my throat to say this out loud, the Browns to win.
Ooh.
Vic?
I'm going to go other way. I think this might be one of the games that the Giants has. Because that defense is of nothing note. So I'm going to have the Giants to cover and win.
I dig it.
Droid?
I dig it.
As much as I hate to say it, give me Cleveland.
I'm calling for an upset. Give me the Giants. But it's going to take a field goal to win it.
Yeah, I agree.
I can see it. Next one.
Philadelphia is going to be on the road facing off against them New Orleans Saints. Philly is favored by 2.5. The over-under is set at 48.5.
Oh.
You know what? And this is down in the Dome.
Yes, it is.
Give me the Super Saints to cover and to win. I'm calling for New Orleans to cover the spread and for the straight-up win.
Vic?
I'm going for the upset, too. I'm going to go for the Saints to cover and win. I think the Saints, after a monumental win against the Cowboys and after the Eagles basically choked away Chain's cousins.
And we can take Vic's observation for serious because he knows choking very well.
I personally don't. Maybe Dak does, but I don't.
Oh, no, you do know it very well because you watch it every year.
Yeah.
Truth.
Hey, no lie to be found.
George, you're up.
Rude.
I don't really want to be wrong on this one. Because, Derek Carr, because the Saints are on a high right now.
Uh-huh.
They beat the Cowboys in complete and utter dominant fashion. But who's to say that they're going to keep this up? It's the NFC South we're talking about.
Yeah, I know, but...
And I know Jalen Hurts is regret.
How many times have we said that over the years?
Enough.
And yet they have not.
I'm sorry. I'll pick Saints to cover, but I'll pick the Eagles to win.
All right.
So
and it can go either.
comeback.
It can go either way. It's a playoff rematch from a few years ago.
Right.
Next. All right.
Hold up.
Shane, make your pick.
I got the Eagles winning this one again by a walk-off.
Okay.
Now
I
watch
mean,
what happens. Now watch what happens. Since he said walk off, watch the Saints walk off just to piss him off.
If that happens, I am
If
typing my
the Saints
notebook.
win because you said that, Shane, I'm killing you.
Next one, please.
Houston takes a trip up north to take on the Minnesota Vikings. The over-under is 46.5. The spread is Houston by 3.
Going over, give me Houston, and I say they hang 30 plus on the Viking. CJ Stroud is the real deal. Minnesota has a great defense, saw it firsthand. But I think with a healthy Houston Texans team, CJ Stroud and company can score a victory at US Bank Stadium. Give me the Texans, and I'll lay the points.
Vic?
Yeah, I'm going Texas and the Vikings. The Vikings, I'm going to be honest, they got away with one last week.
did.
They got away with one last week. But they are not getting away with CJ Stroud. The Strouds will have this one handedly.
Yes.
Good.
Joe Mixon has done pretty well for the Texans as their new starting running back. CJ Stroud's been outstanding over there. And then you go over to the Vikings. Sam Darnold's finally finding his footing in the NFL. Justin Jefferson has been outstanding still. Jordan Addison is okay. I think I'm going to go with Tank Dell, CJ Stroud, and Joe Mixon. Give me the Texans to cover and win.
Finish it.
I'm going to call for an upset. Give me Minnesota.
What?
Give me Minnesota.
He just wants to be different. Let him be.
I got to make up some ground somewhere. Give me Minnesota.
You ain't making it with that game. Next one.
The San Diego Chargers take a road trip out east to come see the Pittsburgh Steelers. The over-under set at 37 even. Pittsburgh's a 2.5 favorite.
Not anymore. I want the Superchargers to absolutely bleeping annihilate the Pittsburgh Steelers. Give me the Chargers to cover and to win on the road.
Vic?
This is going to be tough. I'm going to take this Chargers to cover, but the Steelers have been kind of hot right now, especially with, of all people, Justin Fields. And honestly, I don't see that changing.
Don't
Give me
believe
the
it.
Chargers to cover, but I think the Steelers might take this one.
All
It'll be
right.
close, but I think they take it.
Good.
With Russell Wilson not passing the rock. And it's like Justin Fields, it feels like he's found like receivers.
He has a line.
He has a line.
He has
too.
a line. That's the thing. He has a line.
So, as much as I love to death Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert, the Chargers are lacking a lot of weapons in the backfield.
That's true.
Gus Edwards isn't going to do much for you. So, with a heavy heart, I say Pittsburgh to cover and win.
He said with a heavy heart. I love it.
And I'm taking San Diego because if I don't, I got a few friends here in the town that'll kick my ass.
Understandable.
I'm not joking. They watch this, and if I don't take San Diego, I'm getting a foot shoved up my ass.
Next one, please.
Bo Nix is going to leave Denver, and they're taking a trip down to Tampa to see the Bucks. The over-under set at 39.5. Bucks by 7.
So Baker Mayfield versus Bo Pigs.
Baker Mayfield versus Mo Pigs.
Baker Mayfield versus Mo Pigs.
Yep.
For once, and I mean once, I'll trust Baker Mayfield. I'll take the Buccaneers and I'll lay the points.
Vic?
Same way. Buccaneers, they have been really hot right now, especially after their opening win against the Commanders. And Mo Pigs has just really not been showing that he can shine. And I don't see that happening against that defense. Not even showing it against that defense. So I'm going for the Bucs to lay the points and win.
Right?
Oh, Droid.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Do I have to pick?
Yes.
As a joke, I'll say tie, but as my actual pick, I'll say Bucks to win and cover.
He wants anarchy too.
Bo is going to leave Tampa with Mo Picks. Give me Tampa to win this one.
Okay, so that's another unanimous one because Shane didn't want to put another loss on the record.
I trust Bo Dallas more than I trust Bo Nix.
At least you believe in Bo Dallas. You cannot believe.
You cannot believe in Bo Nix.
I believe in Uncle Howdy. Let's put it that way.
There you go.
Understood. Next one.
Green Bay is going to be on the road taking on them Tennessee Titans. The over-unders at 37.5. Tennessee is favored by 1.5.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Yes.
Do I have to?
Yes.
But the thing that don't make sense about that one, how are the Titans the favorites?
Home.
What
home.
What doesn't make sense is that those two teams are actually playing each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Good Greg and Miggets. I don't trust either one of those quarterbacks. One's a former Titan and one's a current Titan. Caramba!
Yeah, but at least Green Bay has a more complete offense.
I know that. I'll say it again. You have two quarterbacks in this game. One's a former Titan, one's a current Titan. I'll go with the former. I'll go with Green Bay, but I'm taking the points.
Vic?
Yeah, I'm going for Green Bay, and then they're gonna take the points because even though I think Green Bay has a better, more well-rounded offense, they kind of threw their quarterback into the lion's den, and that may not change with this one. But I still think Green Bay's got more talent than Tennessee does.
Good.
Ay, caramba.
This is a troll week.
This is,
man.
Jordan Love, please come back soon. I'll take Green Bay.
Yeah, I say
I'm tired of seeing Malik Willis. Get back here.
Jordan Love, please come back healthy. Please.
I'll sweep it. Green Bay ends up winning this one.
Okay. Next one.
Carolina on the road. They're going to Sin City to face off against them Oakland Raiders. Yes, Oakland. The Raiders are favored by 7. The over-under set at 38.
Only 7?
Only 7.
One of those points, and I say they hang 40.
If the Raiders lose, I am going to petition that they throw the entire franchise into the sea.
If the Raiders lose, I'm going to petition not only do they throw the entire franchise into the sea, they move back to Oakland, they move back to Los Angeles, kick the Chargers back to San Diego, and then throw the whole damn season away and start over.
I agree.
Good.
I really want to just make this pick because it's funny.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
I'm gonna take. I hope that you make the Panthers name proud, and that Florida doesn't have to come in next season, win another cup just to prove that just because the team is called the Panthers doesn't mean they're terrible. If you do not win this game, Carolina, sell the team, sell the season. I'm gonna take Carolina.
He's taking Carolina.
He's taking Carolina.
Which means Jay's laughing his head off.
Yep.
Yeah, Spivey's been laughing ever since he saw this week.
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
And I'm sorry, Droid, but yeah, Carolina's gonna be better off selling. Give me Oakland.
Next one, please.
Miami takes a West Coast trip to the Pacific Northwest to take on that big old 12th team, the Seattle Seahawks, who are favored by 6.5 with the over-under set at 42.
Give me the Hawks, and
you're picking the Hawks.
Look,
no Tua
it's a
in
choice
Miami.
between two bowls of. It's a choice between how did my daughter
one's
put it?
divisional rival though.
I mean, how did my daughter put it? It's a choice between two bowls of mid.
Fair.
Mid.
Fair.
Is it? Look, I don't like making this. Do I have to?
Yes. You do.
I can't trust Skylar Thompson. I can't.
Right.
I can't do it. I won't do it. You can't make me. I'm gonna take the Hawks, but I'm gonna take the points.
Vic?
Same way. The Seahawks have exploded a little bit. I used to call them football purgatory. They're trying to get to football heaven. And without Tua, the Dolphins are the walking wounded right now. So
that's a walking wounded.
Gotta give me the Hawks, and I'll take the points on that one.
Good.
I remember what Skylar Thompson almost pulled the upset on the Bills, but Tyreek Hill dropped the pass. I fully believe in Skylar Thompson. It's a better option than Tua.
Boy, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue.
So I'm going to take Miami to win. Because not only because I believe in Skylar Thompson, but also Eric would kill me if I didn't pick his Dolphins.
I have no faith in Skylar Thompson right now.
None.
And even though the Seahawks came into my yard and beat us in overtime, I still, right now, I got a feeling that they're going to have themselves a semi-decent season. I don't see it being a playoff, but it's easier to beat a 2-up less Miami team. Give me Seattle.
I swear, if I got undefeated this week, it's going to be funny.
It will be funny.
At the end of it, either. Next one.
No, we won't.
Detroit goes down south, and I say southwest, because they're facing off against that FaZe clan member known as Call of Booty Murray. And the Arizona Cardinals, 51.5 is the over-under. Detroit's favored by 3.
Murray will
Now
have
that's some bullshit.
Yes, it is.
Murray will have a .02
Man.
by halftime.
Give me the Lions to hang a 50 burger on Call of Booty Murray and the Cardinals. Don't believe the hype when it comes to the Cardinals right now.
Vic?
Yeah, I'm pulling Detroit to lay the points and hang. I'd say about 49. They get 7 touchdowns out of the deal. By the end of halftime, Call of Booty Murray will have a .02 KDA on his 5th game of domination.
Droid?
Stupid.
I think I'm going to take the under on the points, mainly because the Lions, they're not looking too hot, and neither are the Cardinals. Both teams aren't looking amazing going into the season, and after week 2. Neither team looks great, so I'm going to take the under on the 50-plus points. And I'm gonna make a very risky pick by taking Call of Booty Murray. Actually, I'm not even calling Kyler Murray's Cardinals. Marvin Harrison's Cardinals.
Oh,
you know what?
Buda Baker's Cardinals.
That I can go with.
Okay.
That I can go with. because it certainly it's not Kyler Murray's Cardinals. Next one.
Before we get to the next one, I got Detroit in this one. I'm sorry, Call of Booty, but you're better off playing zombies right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't you diss my zombies.
I play zombies too, all right?
Wait, which one, though? Which one? Just real quick.
Every single one up until Black Ops 3, I think. Because I played DEFCON 5 on the first Black Ops.
We really need to open the arcade before long.
Please.
How does next week sound, though?
Done.
All
Already
right.
thinking it.
I won't be there because I'll be in the office, but y'all will enjoy it. Go
Next
ahead.
on the hit list, Brian, this one's for you.
Thank you.
San Fran goes down the road a ways to take on the LA Rams. The over-under set at 45.5. San Fran favored by a touch.
Ooh,
Good.
That's
even the 49ers are the walking wounded, but
that's true too.
I'll trust the Niners walking wounded before I trust the Rams walking wounded. The Rams have no offensive line because they're basically hurt. We are minus McCaffrey and will be minus Deebo Samuel, and there are rumblings coming out that will be minus George Kittle. Don't matter. We got Jordan Mason stepping in. We got Eric Saubert stepping in. Give me the Niners, and I'll lay them all.
Vic,
I'll go for the Niners, but I'll take the points because that's a lot of talent on the IR.
I know. Well, the Kittle's not on the IR, and it hasn't been confirmed that he would miss the game either.
Okay,
he missed practice.
So he's a maybe
yesterday.
So he's a maybe. Okay.
He's a questionable on the list.
He is questionable.
Okay, so if Kittle's back in. I'm going to say Niners either way, but if Kittle was like a confirmed, I would say lay them all. But because it is a questionable, I'm going to say take them. But I still go for the Niners to win by, I would say, 10 points.
Good.
Give me the Niners.
Why does it sound so painful?
Just give me the damn Niners so we move on.
Next one.
I'll make it unanimous. Even if Kittle's not there, I'm sorry, but as apparently Paul Heyman around here, I got a lot of trust in Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
So do I.
You should.
300 yard. Hey, 300-yard game last week, even in a loss. I'll trust him.
Yeah.
Next one on the hit list, Baltimore takes the road trip down to Big D. The over-under set at 48, and Baltimore's favored by 1.
Baltimore should be favored by 7. Give me the Ravens to not only I'll lay that point, but they'll blow the piss out of the Cowboys. Give me the Ravens.
Vic.
I'm going to get hit for this one.
Yep.
I hate it here.
You
Hey,
love it.
I made the
Don't give me
homer.
that BS. You love it here.
Vic, I made the homer pick yesterday, and I got my butt handed to me. Don't feel bad.
And I'm gonna make the homer pick this one. I think the Cowboys will bounce back
No, they won't.
because Lamar Jackson doesn't trust Derrick Henry. That's why. And until he
And the same and I got to make this joke. The same goes for Dak Prescott not trusting anybody.
Would you?
No.
Ain't nobody calling me.
Don't you start.
I swear to God, I will jump through this doggone monitor and strangle a mofo. Okay? Don't even start with that damn bull.
Let's put it this way. I'll put it this way. If the O-line holds up like they did against Cleveland, which I see happening because I haven't seen much from the defensive line of Baltimore yet, we'll take it handily. I will lay the points, but I'll have the Cowboys to win.
This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation.
Yeah, this is a hill I'm willing to die on, even if I get my tail kicked twice. This is a hill I'm willing to die on.
I'm just glad he didn't play the Tam clip.
At least I'm man enough
I
to do
erased that.
Thank God.
I actually erased that.
You erased Tam?
Yeah, apparently
I think we frightened Droid.
What?
Droid's too busy laughing at
Your
me.
pick.
Well, ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me.
Shut up! Damn it!
I'll take the Cowboys to win. I'll take the Cowboys. I can't trust the Ravens for the life of me.
I lied.
I knew you were lying. I knew you were lying through your teeth.
I lied.
Oh, dear God.
He lied.
I'm taking.
I can't get rid of that clip.
No, you can't because Cole gave it to you.
Cannot. The genius himself gave us that. There's no way I can get rid of that clip.
Pick wise, give me Dallas because I don't trust Lamar Jackson down there, and Derrick Henry hasn't shown enough.
Fair.
So Brian is the one-man Baltimore train.
I'm on the Baltimore train by myself. Oh well.
All right, the Sunday night.
I've been wrong before. I'll be
the
wrong.
Sunday night game of the week sees the Atlanta Falcons hosting the two-time defending world heavyweight champion, those Kansas City Chiefs, who are favored by 4.5 with the over-under at 47.
I'll make this simple. Pat Mahomes sets a new passing record in this game without even trying. They'll be behind the back passes. They'll be over the top passes, even minus Pacheco. Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins will not keep up with Patrick Mahomes. Give me the champs and I'll lay the points.
Vic?
I see this being a pretty close game because I'm pretty sure that the Falcons have filled themselves after basically winning against the Eagles. But do we really see it being competition between the Chiefs and the Falcons?
Hell no!
I'm laying the points and I'm going for the Chiefs to win. But I think they'll probably be close up until third quarter, and then it'll become the Pat Mahomes show.
It's gonna be Pat Mahomes show all night.
Droid?
Do I really need to even say much?
No, you don't.
No.
I got Patty ending this game in the first quarter.
I do think the Falcons are going to give us like a close game just because every time we played Kirk Cousins, it's been a close game.
Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins?
Every time Mahomes has played Cousins, it's been a close game.
Well, it ain't going to be close Sunday night.
I got KC hanging 21 in the first quarter on Atlanta.
21. I want 28. I want total anarchy.
You would. And this leads us into the Monday Nighter as the land of AEW takes a trip to Orchard Park. It's Jacksonville and Buffalo.
Give me the Bills. Give me the Bills. Give me the Bills, and they'll cover. And they're 2 Monday night games.
The Bills will not only beat the crap out of the Jaguars, they're going to storm the lane of AEW, kidnap Tony Khan, and put him through 3 flaming tables. The Bills will win this one handedly.
High flaming tables.
Yeah, by the way, the spread for Buffalo was 6 up.
Oh, it's 6 now. Okay.
6.
The over-under is 46.5.
Okay. So it went up. Oh, Droid.
What you got?
Droid, your turn.
I wish I had my camera on because you would see this eating grin on my face.
No,
for this entire season, I don't care how much it tanks my record, I refuse to pick the Bills. I don't care how much my picks record takes, how much of a beating it takes. I will refuse to pick Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
The inferior Josh Allen.
So he's picking them anyway.
I'm picking Jacksonville.
You'll be sorry. Not
well, I hate to say it, but even Kenny Omega can't save Jacksonville in this one, and neither can the Young Bucks. Give me Buffalo.
And this is at Rich Stadium.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
And the second Monday night game It's Washington on the road to Cincinnati. 47, the over-under. Cincinnati, a 7.5 favorite.
Oh, I wonder who we're going to pick.
I'm picking the Redskins to cover and to win. Burrowhead my ass.
Wildflower Turquoise thanks you for your support. Big shout to Tom Grossi. Yeah. Jaden Daniels has been looking amazing. And I don't see that changing against, of all people, Cincinnati. Cincinnati has taken a hit. Massive hit. So I got to go with the Commanders to win this one.
Good.
You already know who I'm picking. I'm not even going to say nothing.
The kitty will not go meow this Monday.
No meowing this week.
The kitty is about to get declawed.
Ooh.
Washington's going to chop them claws off.
Ooh. Ouch.
Them's the picks.
Brought to you by BetUS.com. BetUS.com, where the game begins. And I got to get the hell up out of here because I got to go get wrapped up at wound care. Then I got a business call. Then I got to blow this house up, put it back to rights before my wife and daughter get home. And oh, by the way, I have a football game tonight. Illinois, Nebraska with an 8 p.m. kickoff. We'll be up at 7:45 with our pregame show. And also, that's on the main screen. On this screen to my left, we'll be keeping an eye on the Houston Astros as they battle the California Angels. The Astros' magic number is at 5, meaning if all goes right, they can clinch the division title no later than Sunday. But
they got to take big care of business first.
They have to take care of business at home. 2nd of 4 tonight in Texas. So we'll be all over both of those games. And in the immortal words of the legendary Kevin Harlan, I'm calling both games. Don't ask me how, but I'm gonna. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope y'all are too. And sometimes you just got to say it and go for your dreams. We hope you do that. Until Monday, so long for now. And Joel Embiid, you still a bitch. See you Monday.